So I thought it would be interesting to look at 2008, what we found out at the beginning of 2008, and what we found out at the beginning of 2009. What are the differences, right? So in 2008, attraction and retention of, remember this a year ago? What we were talking about then was attraction and retention of staff. Big one. Number one thing that we heard from everybody. We also heard we've got to develop a learning and training culture. We know we need it. We just have to instill that in our culture. They said to us, we got to grow our practice and increase our revenues. You hear that every year. By the way, that never changes. Every year they want to do that. Lack of integration between IT and management. We heard a lot of people say, we have all this IT stuff out here, but we don't know that it's really supporting what our management wants us to do. That was a year ago. So what happened since then? Some of those things are still coming up. Some of those are still being said. There's a lot of other things that have kind of taken their place on the radar of what's really got me in a stranglehold. One of them is economic uncertainty. Surprise, surprise, right? Everybody knows that that's kind of the number one thing that's on everybody's mind today. Client service is not at its highest level. All of a sudden, client service has popped back into the mainstream, right? A year ago, we weren't hearing anybody tell us that client service was even on the radar. They all kind of thought, hey, if we have time for client service, we'll do it, and we think we're really good at that. But it really wasn't something that was a danger to them and that we had to train to or think about. So client service has come back into the forefront. Retention of the best staff. It's not attraction and retention of everybody. It's attraction and retention of the best of the best. We hear that they're really worried about losing clients, and they're not sure what's going to happen. We hear a lot of people say, you know, we're not sure what's going to happen. We'll know after April 15th, right? We're hanging on to April 15th, then we're going to feel confident again, or not. So, loss of current clients. How about lack of cash flow and collections? You know, cash flow slowed down. And so all of a sudden, again, a year ago was not really an issue. Today, we might have to have a lot more people working on how to collect, how to get the money.